apologies for what's definitely gonna be a rant. But yeah, I just want to talk about the Percy Jackson and the Levittans show for a second here because of the fact that I actually been reading the books as well, and now finally on the fifth one. And let me just say they definitely skipped some pretty, I would say, big plot points, especially in the second, which is what the next season is now, is the second. I think I'm on the third or fourth episode now. Anyways, that doesn't matter. What matters is the glossing over things. And okay, sure, yes, they're trying to stick to like I guess some max episode quota, which I don't know. I think this long season should be the norm again. I'm sorry, I just really think so. I know it's the streaming days now, and that you want to just get to like the next show or not. But can we just bring back one season so that everybody's happy? Just as long as it's a good enough length, and in this case, maybe if it's the chapters of like the book. But anyways, back to my point here. Well, you see, one thing that definitely glossed over, and I kind of ate the fact that they did, was Grover's quest for Pan. They definitely glossed over that, and sure, they maybe also glossed over the part where we do actually meet Tyson, which yeah, Percy definitely goes in detail about like that. But at least you did get a basic point. But at the same time, though, we do get there's like the whole skip part as to why he has to go back to camp, and that's because of the fact that they did find monsters, but within his own new school. And the second book, this is the second book I'm talking about. Second book. So, anyways, so they definitely fully gloss over like that part. Hey, they just pretty much press skip on that part. Let's just face it, they just skipped that part. Um, and they just were reminded all the way, or fast forwarded all the way to like the end of school, and they don't even show this. It was a crazy scene, to be honest, with the dodgeball and everything. It was a crazy scene if you read the books. But anyways, the other plot point that, interesting enough, began the whole tension at Camp Applewood at the time was skipped, and that was the fact that they thought um, there's the thought that um, it, that Charon himself poisoned the Thalia tree. Pardon me, Chiron. Sorry, but anyways, yeah, it is like Chiron poisoned the tree, um, which led to the camp becoming like very tense. Um, there's definitely like a lot of tension, so that's why he had to like leave camp, and then of course they don't skip the part where you see like a scene of like the whole Irish thing, and then you see Chiron with his with his whole family pretty much in Miami, so they don't skip over that. So, thank you. And yes, I know that both seasons skip to like the main quest, but I don't know, man. Just lots to go over so many big things though. It's kind of annoying. Like maybe some minor things they could have just maybe glossed over, but I don't know. I'm still confused about like am I just imagining things? They were like in the first one. When I go Love Tunnel, it's like okay, yes, they could pretty much got that correct, but I I just don't remember um, them ever like I don't know. Maybe I need to read it again or something, but I don't remember the first book um him turning into gold. I don't know. I remember like there was like a security. I'm not sure if it was just too cartoony to put in the show or whatever, but there was a part where like, um, you get these security cameras. There was this whole thing about, um, yeah, them getting caught by security cams within Hephaestus's whole compound, amusement park thing, whatever. And they get caught by camera, which is how Hephaestus caught Aphrodite, Aphrodite and Ares. Like that was the whole thing. But yet, I don't know if I just forgot this part or whatever. I just don't remember, you know, Percy getting into this throne thing, and then, him being turning into gold. So I don't know. I guess I just forgot that part because I remember that Hephaestus was like really great with crafts and stuff. So he would like invent mechanical things, um, and like these mechanical things were like after Annabeth and Percy Jackson the book. But yeah, I just don't recall anything about um, like what was the Percy turning into gold? What is that? Don't get me wrong. It's great that they got Rick Riordan on this project, so at least that's good. So like any sort of changes they made, it went for him and stuff. But I don't know, man. It's pretty good for what it is. And it got good actors to play the characters and stuff, especially Mr. D. Just, I don't know, they went spot on that one for sure, and Chiron. But I'm just saying in general, they could have like not skipped like the major plot points that were in the books. And I don't know, maybe just me. And sorry for this really long rant and this video being longer than I thought it was gonna be, but at the same time, though, I just want to like point out things about the series. Like, it's great for what it is, the TV series on Disney Plus. But I'm just saying, after like reading the books, disappointed they didn't include some things is the thing. But and I'm on the part in second season where like you see the crew and pretty much more or less spot on with that. Even though I think most of them were like sort of, but at the same time, you do get like the kind of vibe of like crew and stuff. So yeah, that all makes sense. So that's whatever. Along with the mist, making the guests believe they're just on a cruise ship and they don't know about what's really happening behind the mist and stuff. So at least that's that kind of thing. But still, I'm just saying in general, they could have just left it like the major parts, at least not like just skip to like the main quest all of a sudden. They could have like made at least the season a little longer. I am just saying right now, but I don't know, maybe just me, but anyways, that's just my point of view here. I get there was going to be a difference. Just didn't know how much, but at least the characters' personalities, they left those. I think for that. But either way, though, I'm just saying in general. Anyways, sorry for this for the long rant, but yeah, just wanted to point out some things. But anyways, see you guys next one.